"Don't set another chair," my daughter-in-law whispered. "She probably won't come anyway." So they removed my place at the Thanksgiving table. What nobody knew was that I'd already paid for every single thing they were about to eat. 20 minutes later, I walked through the front door. My name is Helen. I'm 68 years old. Ever since my husband passed away 3 years ago, holidays haven't felt the same. Not because I stopped loving my family, but because they slowly stopped making room for me. My oldest son, Michael, hosted Thanksgiving every year. A week before dinner, I overheard him telling his wife they couldn't really afford it this year. Between bills, the mortgage, and his struggling business, they were thinking about canceling. That night, I quietly called the grocery store, the bakery, and the local butcher. I paid every bill, the turkey, the pies, the vegetables, everything. Almost $1,200. I asked only one thing. Please don't tell them it was me. I didn't want praise. I just wanted my grandchildren to have one happy Thanksgiving. When I arrived that afternoon, I was carrying my late husband's favorite pecan pie. Before I knocked, I heard voices through the slightly open window. Karen laughed. "Don't bother setting another chair. She probably won't come anyway." Then someone actually removed my place from the table. I stood there, holding that pie, wondering if I should simply turn around and go home. I took a deep breath and rang the doorbell. The room went quiet when Michael opened the door. For a second, he looked surprised to see me. "Oh, Mom, we weren't sure you'd make it." I smiled gently. I said I was coming. Inside, there wasn't a single empty chair. Karen quickly grabbed a folding chair from the garage and squeezed it into the corner of the dining room. "I hope this is okay," she said awkwardly. I thanked her and sat down without saying a word. Dinner smelled wonderful. Everyone complimented the food. The turkey is perfect. The pies are amazing. Karen smiled proudly. I'm just glad we somehow made it all work. Just then, the doorbell rang again. The local grocery manager stood outside holding an envelope. "I'm sorry to interrupt," he said. "Mrs. Helen accidentally left her payment receipt at the store yesterday. We wanted to return it before the holiday." The entire room froze. Michael looked at the envelope. "Then at me, payment?" The manager smiled politely. "Yes, your mother paid for the entire Thanksgiving order. The turkey, the bakery, everything." Silence. Karen's face lost all its color. Michael slowly opened the envelope. Inside were the receipts. Every single bill had already been paid. By me. Nobody spoke for several seconds. Finally, Michael whispered, "Mom, why didn't you tell us?" I smiled. "Because holidays aren't about who pays. They're about making sure the people you love have a place at the table." I looked around the room. My only mistake was thinking there'd be one waiting for me. Karen's eyes filled with tears. She quietly stood up, picked up my folding chair, and moved it to my husband's old place at the head of the table. "No," she whispered. "This is where you belong." That Thanksgiving became the last holiday anyone ever forgot to save me a seat. Because sometimes, the person everyone quietly overlooks is the one who's been holding the whole family together all along. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe. And tell me in the comments, have you ever felt invisible to the people you love?